Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. I am here to give you a Real Housewives of Potomac review. Whew. This episode was a mess, but I feel like next week's is going to be even messier. I jotted down a couple of notes because I literally just watched this episode like an hour and a half ago, and I was doing my mindful 30 days to stop being a shopaholic exercises as I was watching the episode. So I just put a few notes in the back of my book. If you have not watched my Confessions of a Shopaholic series, check it out. I come every day and work my exercises. I don't look ahead, so I don't know what the next day's exercise will be into that day. And it's really helping me. And I hope that it helps you all too if you have that shopping problem that I have. But before we get into Potomac, let's please go ahead and like this video. I would really appreciate it. And if it's your first time with your girl Angie, or if you have been with me and you just haven't subscribed yet, there's no better time than now. I'm almost at 1,000 and I'm really pushing. So I would really appreciate your support by hitting subscribe. Okay, with that being said, let's get into this week's episode. It was mostly a Karen versus Robyn episode. And I'm going to say this. Karen might have been on some BS majority of this episode. But I'm Team Karen because I don't like Robyn. So I don't care. Robyn cannot like Wendy and not care. I don't like you, Robyn, so I don't care. But let's get into it. So Gizelle and Mia are meeting at the bar getting drinks, at the beginning of a new day. And I'm like, how strong are these mics? Why do I hear airplanes going back and forth over their head? Like, how many people are coming into Tulum? And then Gizelle is like, I got the bubble guts. And then they show flashbacks of her eating tons and tons and tons of Mexican food. I said, how strong is this microphone? And do they have it directly on Gizelle's stomach? Like, why do we hear her stomach rumbling like this? A mess. Gizelle is talking to Mia, and she points out that 72-year-olds can be jealous. Karen is jealous of Charisse. Now, Gizelle, you're always talking about someone's age when you're the one that looks 72. Now, we know Karen is 59 and Gizelle is only a few years younger. But Gizelle, you're the one that looks older, more wrinkled, more droopy. I would stop with the ageism shade, Gizelle. If you're not willing to ask Karen for her doctor so you can get snatched up too, you need to stop shaming because you look a mess. Then she proceeds to tell Mia that Wendy is jealous of her. Why is it that whenever two ladies don't get along, someone always thinks the other is jealous? Why can't people just not like people? I'm like this all the time. It drives my husband insane. I can just feel someone's vibe. I can feel someone's energy and be like, I don't want to be bothered. I don't do drama. I just don't like their spirit. I don't like them. And I don't want to get to know them. I don't want to hang out with them. Period. Now, it seems like Gizelle was speaking backwards because I can see Charisse being jealous of Karen because Karen is the Grand Dame of Potomac. Now we know this is a fake self-made title, but it seems to be a title that Charisse craves. And she's jealous that the public, the fans, have allowed Karen to have it. I'll call her the Grand Dame. I don't care. So I think Charisse is very jealous that she created a show and Karen was the standout. Sorry for you. You shouldn't be boring. I don't know what Wendy would have to be jealous of Mia. The only thing I could think of was student loans. Because, I'm jealous of people that don't have no student loans either. So I'm sure Wendy probably is like, it must be nice to just turn tricks on the pole and I have to pay these student loans back, that probably does seem very nice. But that's the only thing I could think of because it's nothing else, nothing else that Mia has that I could see that Wendy wants. Nothing. Nothing. Anyway, moving on. They talk about throwing Robyn a bachelorette party. We'll see the party next week on the show. It looked like a lot of fun. It looks like Robyn is going to have her best life because Mia knew to bring girl dancers there. That's what Robyn wants to see. But why y'all cheap asses only getting $500 worth of ones? Look, back in my day, we had plenty, well, not plenty, but a couple, maybe a few stripper parties. And we had more than $500 of ones, and I was broke back in the day. Y'all supposed to be grand living behind the gate, and all y'all could come up with, y'all can't even get a stack. What the young folks say, y'all can't even get a stack of ones, just $500 worth of ones. Okay. Moving on, Giselle has bread in her purse. Tacky, moving on. Okay. So Karen is talking to Ashley. I already said I'm Team Karen because I don't like Robyn. Number one, Robyn always inserts herself into beef that have nothing to do with her. Just because your girl Charisse and Karen are losing, Giselle, the dragon, are losing arguments, don't mean you need to come in and decorous everybody and feel like you need to come around to their rescue. No. Sit down and shut up before a bullet hits you. And that's what happens. Karen is always calling Robyn's wedding fake. And you know what? They just said yesterday in People magazine that, what's their name? Robyn and Juan was in Jamaica and they got married. And they have some footage that will be presented on the finale of Real Housewives of Potomac. So, okay, the wedding is real. But guess what? That damn piece of glass sitting on your finger is still fake. And that's disrespectful. Anyway, moving on. Karen, this is the scene where Karen tells Ashley, that's why Juan is dating somebody that looked like me. And you want to talk about disrespect? Who drew that cartoon of Karen? That was a mess. Y'all made Karen look like an old school witch. Karen, I'd be pissed if that's how somebody drew me as a cartoon. But apparently Juan is walking around Georgetown. Now, I ain't from the area, so all of it sound like XYZ Japanese to me. Juan is walking around Georgetown with a blonde-haired woman hand in hand. Look, Karen, if it was true, where are the pictures? In the day of when Potomac started to now, everything is on a picture. If someone would have seen Robyn's husband, just like they got a little picture of you with some blue-eyed man in Vegas, if Juan would have been anywhere with a blonde-haired woman that was not Robyn, somebody would have been snipped and sent it off to a somebody, paparazzi or blog or whatever. So I don't know. Karen tells Ashley, don't tell nobody. I want to confront Robyn in my hotel room later on. Karen, you knew Ashley was going to tell, so let's move on. Ashley, they go on a little shopping spree. Look, these little cover-up swimsuit shops in Tulum, I liked a lot of the stuff I saw. A lot of it looked very cute. I'm going to put Tulum on my bucket list. My family and I, we're going to Mexico. No, I keep saying next year, but it's this year, but later on this year. It's not Tulum, but a lot of people have been talking about that place. So I want to check it out for myself. And I want to check out them shops because I liked a lot of the merchandise that I saw. But Ashley begins to tell Robyn about the Juan situation. Robyn calls Juan. I'm like, Karen said you was walking around Georgetown with some blonde-headed woman that looked like her. Look, I have been to Twitter and I've heard a few YouTube videos where people think Juan overreacted. So that means he must be guilty because why does he have this kind of reaction? Look, Juan is over Real Housewives of Potomac. He's over it. He never really wants to be on camera. He's never at the reunion with Robyn because he doesn't want to be involved in this trivial BS drama that these ladies kick up. I think Juan is probably like, keep my name out your effing mouth. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Karen, Giselle, Mia, whichever lady, keep my name out your mouth. Now, is he walking around Georgetown with some blonde headed woman? I don't know. Maybe. If you listen to the word on the Twitter curb, we've heard these rumors about Juan cheating forever. Robyn has admitted that Juan has cheated in the past. And you know what they say? Once they cheat, they'll always cheat. Look, is it really cheating if they were never really married? They ain't married. They just got married, what, a week ago? I don't know. I really don't care. But Juan says, look, I'll cuss these bitches out. Don't call me with this shit, Robyn. It makes me wonder, will Juan show up to the reunion this year? Will it be? Of course not. Who does that? That's Alexander Rogers. Of course not. No, I don't know. But if he does show up, y'all gonna see a fiery Juan because he over y'all bullshit and put in his name in y'all drama. You could easily read Robyn without having to put Juan in it. Can you? You can. You can. So now we have Karen versus Robyn. Whew. Karen tells Robyn, I ain't fake. The only thing fake about you is this wedding. Giselle pipes up, and the way Karen shut Giselle up not once but twice at that lunch table. The first one, I hollered and had to lift my hands because Karen said, Giselle piped down because you nowhere near an altar. And then she told her, shut up, Giselle, thou without a man. It ain't even like the reads are that deep. It's just how smoothly they rolled off Karen's tongue and everyone caught it. It was just smooth and catchable. And I loved it. Giselle, you are nowhere near an altar. Shut up, Angie. Because this ain't got nothing to do with Giselle. I really don't. Giselle learned to pipe down. You see, Giselle ain't pipe up too much. After Karen hit her 1 and 2, she kind of calmed down and let Robyn fight for herself. Robyn says, why are you so worried about my wedding? If you wouldn't ask me so much, it wouldn't seem like I'm lying. Now, look, I will say this. Karen, you and a few of the ladies are always asking Robyn about this wedding. But Robyn, they know, just like we know, this wedding is supposed to be the thread that's holding on to you in Real Housewives of Potomac, because Bravo wanted to film your wedding. Bravo loves to capture people's weddings. You saw that's why Kenya got fired that year, because she done went off to wherever she went and got married to Mark, whatever. If you believe it, you believe it. If you don't, you don't. But it's the same thing. Like, Andy has been asking you about this wedding every time he sees you, just for you to go off and say, I do, after your brother-in-law. They trying to say your job, girl, but anyway, and I don't think this little camera footage from your flip phone is going to save it. But then here goes Robyn. Here go Blue Eyes in a Redskins jersey in Vegas. Now, let me tell you this. This isn't the first time we heard about Blue Eyes. So I'm not surprised. Like, I'm really expecting for you all to drop a bigger bomb than this. Why can't Karen look at the picture, Robyn? Everybody at the table could look at it, but Karen. Karen's like, well, let me see it. If that's supposed to be me, you can't see it. That lets me know that the picture is not that damning. Number one, it came from Giselle. It came from Giselle. And Robyn, there you go, falling into Giselle's hands again. If Giselle had any kind of evidence on Karen and she was beefing with Karen all last season, why didn't she drop the picture? Because you said you got the picture 6 months ago. Number 2, Karen is in Vegas. You only see the back of her. Was she kissing this man in the mouth? Was she sitting on his lap? Like, I've been to Vegas. I've been to bars in Vegas. Do you know how many people are wearing sports jerseys in bars in Vegas that have blue eyes that could easily be snapped in a picture? Like, I need more than that. I need a bigger receipt than that because everyone's like, oh, Robyn has receipts. Oh, Robyn has receipts. You don't even have Karen's face. Ashley was like, all we can see is your back, you're behind. You don't even have Karen's face. And then you wanted to read her talking about, yeah, that's your big ass behind the ashy feet. Karen has never been known for ashy feet, and you're probably jealous because you have no ass. Moving on. Now, I wanted to rock with Karen. I wish Karen would have just let this roll. Just let it roll. Because no one cares about blue eyes. But then Karen says, after some reunion or on some reunion, Andy said something about a threesome with Karen, and Juan was like, yes. And clearly Robyn said no, and Juan was back there laughing. And then Karen is like, well, after the reunion, when we went to dinner, Juan hugged me so tight, my breast went all the way to my backbone, and said he wanted to have a threesome with me. Something to that nature. And I was like, Karen, I love Karen. I actually support Karen. You all know out of all the housewives, she's the only one I opened my pocketbook up for and purchased some of their items. But Karen, that was a little bit too far. I don't even believe that. I don't believe Juan wants to be with you. I don't believe he wants to be with Robyn either, but I also don't believe he wants to be with you. So now she's saying, well, he hugged me so hard, I felt uncomfortable. And this is the scene where everyone's like, Giselle, you expected everyone to blindly believe you and be on your side when you said Chris made you feel uncomfortable. Why don't you on Karen's side? Look, both of y'all need to stop this lying. Both of you all need to stop the lying. Look, if y'all would have stuck with Michael Darby, we would have believed all of these stories. Now, I'm not. Let me say this just to say it. You can't put nothing past Man. Just because they have not displayed that character on our television screen doesn't mean they can't be of that character, i.e., the lawsuit. But I still just don't believe Juan wants Karen. But anyway, moving on. There's some kind of conversation where Mia says she wants to like Wendy, but they have to discuss all these insecurities. And I'm like, Mia, don't let Giselle get you fucked up. No one is insecure around you. Maybe it's your insecurities. So up next, they turn to Jacqueline. Jacqueline has this dramatic moment. I don't want to talk about it right now. I feel like that's my friend, and I want to talk to her off of these cameras. But then she proceeds to keep being loud talking. She storms off to the bar. Everybody has to go pay her attention. And I hate to agree with Mia, but Jacqueline, go home. Go home. Like, you ruining the lunch. You ruining the lunch. You could have just said, I don't want to talk about my friendship with Mia on camera. Point blank into the period. Mia was not revving up, and I know Mia can get you started, but Mia was like, cool with it. We ain't gonna talk. And it seems like because Mia didn't want to match your energy, you had to storm off because you couldn't have the moment that you thought you were going to have. Mia and Wendy meet in, I guess that was Mia's bedroom. Mia's talking about, I really want to like you. I really like you. I feel like you're so accomplished. Where did we go wrong? Bitch, you threw a drink at her. You threw a drink at Wendy because she was getting ready on camera to run down all your tea with Peter Thomas. Now, I think I get Mia's angle. Mia doesn't mind being salacious and telling these outrageous stories about her sexually, but she wants to be the one to share it so she could tell it how she wants to tell it. Wendy was getting ready to put the truth on the table, and you got to throwing drinks to get her off of her train of thought. And Wendy, I understand this is the reality TV gang or game, but Bitch can't throw a drink in my face and I just, yeah, girl, I forgive you. No, 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 no. Mm-mm. Ain't no forgiveness till I get my lick back. You need to be drenched before we could think about forgiving each other. That might be my messed up ways, but if she can do it once, she'll easily do it again, especially because you didn't do anything to her. And then next week, you all in her face talking about you want to like her, you so sorry because she did apologize. I appreciated the apology. You apologized and all of this just for next week. Oh, Wendy not invited to Robyn's bachelorette party. They go off and they have a drunk dinner. They talk about flashing each other's vaginas in each other's face to prove they didn't have panties on and eating boxes. Look, it reminds me of the bolo. Did somebody sleep with the stripper or not? I don't care. These are grown women. If Wendy spread ego in front of Mia and Mia wanted to get her a little taste, that's their business. That's between their husbands. I don't want to go Bolo part two trying to figure out what they did in a hotel room. I don't care. I don't care. And Mia already admitted to kissing Wendy in the mouth. She admitted it on one of my panel mates' Twitter a while ago. So I don't care. I don't care. I want to get to next week and see it. But that's the episode, y'all. Quick, fast, and a hurry review. Tomorrow night, I don't know what time. It'll probably be around 8 on Kamisha Reviews. The panel will get together and we will discuss the episode again. You know, myself, Kamisha, Maud, maybe Confessions, Dina, Erica. We have a good time on the panel discussing the show. That'll be tomorrow night. But other than that, I'll see you all next week for what looks like to be a good episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you all later. Bye.